Yeah, we're about to go live.
Right. You ain't slow down.
Act like you got them skate. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Hey, man. This is Coach Hayes from Coach Hayes Football. I'm not sure if it's even coming through or not because we got a real bad thunderstorm just coming in. So guess what, man? Murphy's Law says if it can happen, it will definitely happen, and it's happening right now. Everything was clear earlier today, man. So I just want to welcome you guys into, the first WRE live edition here at Coach Hayes Football. And, we're just going to talk a little bit today because really the WRE live edition really about these players. And what I want to do is, if you guys notice, I react and evaluate a lot of the top talent here around the country on YouTube. And what I really want to do is make sure that I get them on here as well so we can kind of go through it, find out who they are, you know what I mean, kind of humanize them a little bit. Because one thing about football is, we don't get that same look as a lot of other sports because they don't have their faces shielded by helmets and face masks. So, this would be a great way for, the world and the different fans of these athletes to get to know who these guys are just besides what they do on the field. So with all that being said, man, the WRE Live edition is finna kick off here today. We're just going to talk a little bit. We don't have a guest. We're going to actually start that next week on June 2nd. That was the actual plan, but I did want to get on here early and kind of, put this out here and see what was going on. So, hey, man, WRE Live, let me just get on how this thing started. I did want to talk about how I kind of started this thing because I know the whole pandemic been going on, and I'm sitting here at the house and thumbing through television, which I don't even have television. I got Netflix and Hulu. So with all that being said, I'm flipping through YouTube and all this stuff, man, and I actually was inspired, man, by a guy who reacts to music videos, and I'm going to give him a little plug right here. His name is No Life Shaq, and he reacts to music videos. So people watch him watch music videos. So, at this time of year is the time when these guys commit and they go on to commit to the colleges and whatnot. And so with all that being said, I'm saying to myself, man, why not do the same thing with these guys here, man? Give them some pub. And to be honest with you, as much film as I watch, it get kind of boring, just to sit down and watch it with the little music playing in the background. So I say, look, man, let's commentate to it. Let's see what it's all about. And let's just see how this thing goes, man. And to be honest with you, it has it's done some great things. I have to be honest. We started this thing on April 4th, if I'm not mistaken. And actually on my birthday, May 19th, we hit 1,000 subscribers. So that's really 45 days or so. So in 45 days, man, you guys really showed up and showing out, man, for this channel. And we got, like I said, 1,000 subscribers in 45 days, and we just a little over 1,100 right now. So that's huge, man, and a big shout out to you guys, and I appreciate it for all of that and everything that you guys have done so far as growing this channel. I know we got about 12 people in right now, and that's huge. I'm happy about that. I don't know if they're on Facebook or if we're on YouTube. We actually broadcasting to both right now. So if you would, man, please leave a comment. Let me know who you guys in. If you guys are in here right now, if you guys are, just let me know what's going on, man. And I'm also willing to take some questions, man, and make sure it is what it is. I see some of my guys in here that's always on here. Shout out to Big Johnny Simmons, man. That's one of the first dudes that jumped on this channel with me. And he been a big support. I don't even know the guy, but I know him through this channel, man, and I appreciate it. And I really do, man. So I really appreciate that, man. Big shout out to Coach Clark in the house. She's one of my good friends, really my sister, man. So she's always been a support since I moved up here, man, and she's actually taking her talents to Texas here in the next week or so. So I wish you the best, baby, and I love you. All right, so let's see what we got going on, man. So far, like I said, we talked about getting started and how that whole thing went, man. And I also get a lot of questions about, well, Coach, how do you pick the players that you pick? I'm gonna be honest with you. I just go on 247 Sport and I just go down the list, man. Click, click, click. And the honest note is I don't watch these films prior to doing them. When I put it on, I hit the record button, I press the play button at the same time. So what you see is what you get when it comes to the WRE of these players, man. And so that's huge because I do want to give these guys an honest reaction to what I see. And sometimes people say I've been a little harsh, with some coaching sometime, man. And I'm really not harsh on some coaching, man. I'll just be honest with you. If I got the baddest dude out there on the field, man, look here. My motto has always been, your best player not going to beat me. You better get your second and third best up the bat and get them ready to play, because your number one, if he does beat me, he going to have to work for it. It ain't going to be an easy night. And so with all that being said, man, I appreciate it. And I really do. I read every comment. I try and respond back to every comment that I get, because I do want to have that subscriber interaction and make it happen that way. Let me see here. Here you go, Bucks, but he doggone let me tell you something about these Ohio State Buckeye fans. Y'all crazy, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Y'all crazy. I'm from Miami, and I'm a hurricane, if you dig what I'm saying. I mean, I'm a cane to the end, but y'all Ohio State fans, y'all, I ain't never forget y'all back when y'all cheated Glenn Sharp out that PI call, man. That's some bull crap right there, but I'm going to let that ride, man. That's 20 years ago. I'm going to let that ride. But I do want to say, man, you guys have stepped up, and these doggone Buckeye fans, y'all nuts. All right, I see my Go Blues in here. The Michigan fans, they in here. That's definitely finna be a fight. All right, hopefully we have some football this year, and that's definitely the game to see, man. The game, as they call it, at the end of the season, and that pretty much determines which one of those two teams is gonna take it to the next level. Who is this? Let me see if I can put him up here. It says Army vet. Look at this. You doggone right. We deep in the chat. I see you, Luke. These cats here, man. Army vet, man. I hear you, bro. I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you. Hey, it is what it is when it goes that way. Here we go. Little feisty right there. We got to go blue right there. So I don't know what's going to happen between the Buckeyes and the Wolverines, but I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not going to touch it. All right. But anyway, let me get back to the WRE Live edition. So like I say, I go down the list and I look at the different players and I talk to them. I evaluate them. I go through the film. And at the end, if you notice, I always try and give the pros about their game, as well as I always try to give a con about their game. Because one thing I learned about this game, you can always learn something. I don't care if you're the number one ranked person in the nation. You can always learn something. And that's something sometimes these guys don't get. Everybody praise them so much, but they don't always give them something else that they can work on. And I'm going to be honest, the feedback I've been getting back from the players is not even about the pros or the video. First thing they say is, Coach, man, I appreciate that con. That's something I'm definitely going to work on. So guess what? It's working, man. And I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see it go out and work from there. All right. We got the Terps in the house. Let me see here. Listen, go Terps. If we can keep more of our talent in state, we're going to be good. Listen, D Harmon, you ain't lying, man. And Coach Loxley is on the trail. Locke's been out there doing his thing. I know he got a nightly show he puts out, but them boys that got the top guy, Damian Robinson, one of the top defensive ends. I did his video, so you can definitely check that out. I did his video, and he stayed in state. I'm going to do a receiver coming up actually tomorrow, Rakeem Jarrett. He's actually already signed to Maryland. He's staying right there in state. So that DMV area, for those that don't know, that's the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, has a lot of talent. It's loaded with talent, man. And I'm just excited to see what the Terps going to do when it comes to football this season with Coach Locks, man. He's been putting in the work on the trail, and I know his staff been putting in work on the trail. So we're going to see what the Terps going to be about, man. I'm excited. I know last time they had a pretty good team. Stephon Diggs was on that team, and I actually had the luxury of coaching against him, and they beat our butt when I was down at FIU. So they whooped us pretty good, man. But anyway, listen, man, the Terps going to be doing some big things, and we're going to see what it is, man. So anyway, back to what I was saying, man, so far as picking the players, that's how I go. And then Subscriber Saturday is huge, right? So that's just my way of kind of giving back because, man, you'd be surprised. I've never been a social media guy so far as, Twitter and all that. Before I started this, I think I had like 20 Twitter followers, man. My Twitter game needed some CPR real bad. So with all that being said, we kind of revived it a little bit with this WRE channel. And we up there kind of high now. We in the hundreds. We ain't got the thousands yet, but we in the hundreds. And Instagram was even worse. I think I had like 5 followers, but it's growing. So I'm excited about that. But anyway, my DMs get hit up all the time about, Coach, can you do this player? Coach, can you do this person? Coach, can you do my film? And all of that. And I don't have a problem doing it, but it's getting so much. So that's why I have on Subscriber Saturday, man, for you guys to just nominate those guys in the comments and follow those rules. And that's really how I go about doing those. And so Subscriber Saturday is all about getting, just the guys an opportunity to be exposed, man. That's really what recruiting is all about. I guess a little untold secret, man. Some 4 and 5 stars are not always 4 and 5 stars. They just got the most exposure. And so with that being said, some guys, trust me, I can name 100 dudes right now that's got no stars, but should be 4 and 5 stars right now. Okay. And so for if I got any players out there listening or whatever the case may be, don't worry about the stars. Don't get caught up with the stars. You know what I mean? Just keep balling, do what you got to do, and you'll get out there. The stars is just something that, guys came up with, man. I hate to say this, but I got to call a spade, man. It's about creating hype. It's entertainment, and all of that other stuff. So don't get caught up with, I got to get 4-star, I got to get 5-star. What you better do is get on that field and ball. That's what you better do. All right. Real quick, talking about that right here. GOT 40 did 42. If I said it right, I appreciate it. If I didn't say it right, I apologize. And he's also, or she, I don't know, but I'm assuming it's a man, has always supported this channel as well. It says review the tape on Jackson Smith, and I don't know how to say that last name, Nibba or G. Scott. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted to do those guys' film, but guess what? They don't have a highlight up, man. They don't have a senior highlight up. They had a junior film, or they got if you look on the huddle page, they have the different games broken down. It's a minute here, 2 minutes there. So I didn't have a chance to do those guys, because I guess once they sign, they just don't make their tapes. They don't make a senior film, or if they did, they took it down. I don't know why, but it's a lot of guys, especially in the class of 2020, that don't have a senior film out that I can actually review, and I don't want to do a junior film. I don't want to do a junior film. I don't want to do, sophomore film, definitely. So I have to end up skipping those guys. I hate to do it. I would love to do those guys, but they just don't have a film up in order for me to do. All right. Man, y'all killing me with these names. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. Mr. My Mamo 1980 said, hey, Coach, keep up the honest reviews, man. They are much appreciated. And guess what? You are much appreciated, because I appreciate that. And that's huge right there, because that's what it's all about. That's the only way anybody can get better, not just in football, but anything. You got to be able to take constructive criticism in life. And guess what? I'm willing to take it right now. If you guys got something, please put it in the comment section right now. And I'll definitely look at it, and I'll see, what it is I can make it better for the viewer if I can. You know what I mean? I'm a novice when it comes to this social media thing. I just started, like I said, this thing 45 days ago. Prior to that, if you look on the channel, I had some football tutorial stuff, but it's nothing like this is here. So with all that being said, hey, I'm a novice, so I can continue to grow, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you got something to put on there, hey, please put it in the comment section right there. I am not afraid of constructive criticism. That is how you get better. All right. I saw an interesting one right here. Hold on. That was interesting, but I want to make sure I put it up here. Army Vet. Again, it says, Coach, where's your super chat for donations? I ain't gonna lie to you, Army Vet. I don't even know what that is. So please inform me. Let me know. Hit me up in the DMs. If I can get nominated for some donations for my super chat, whatever that is, I have no idea what that is, bro. Like I say, every day I wake up, this is a learning experience, man. So if you can, Army Vet, please enlighten me on whatever that may be. And I'm definitely interested in whatever that may be. So with all that being said, next, like we talked about the Ohio State, man, they killing it on the recruiting trail right now. Ohio State has done a great job. Michigan has done a great job when it comes to recruiting. They just got one of the top linebackers down here in South Florida, Jaden Hood. I'm actually trying to get him on the WRE for the June 9th. So, hey, y'all hit him up on his Twitter. Y'all blow his stuff up and say, hey, man, get on Coach Hayes WRE Live, man. I want to see it. He a big time talent, man. So I know some of his family. They told me, they said, Coach, man, you got to check him out. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I told you I don't look at the film, and I don't. But what I do sometimes, I look at the first 45 seconds. All right, because I gotta make sure. And I did look at his first 45 seconds, and that cat, and them first 45 seconds really put probably about 4 plays. And that dude out there knocking heads off. So y'all spam up, as the kids say, y'all blow up his Twitter, and y'all blow his Twitter up and tell him to get on the Coach Hayes June 9th edition of the WRE Live, and we're gonna see how that works. All right. Okay, let me see what else we got here. Mineral Tim 79 says, Coach Hayes, who's your favorite team? Like I said a little bit earlier, I am a Cane, man. I am a Miami Hurricane. I am from the crib. I live in Orlando now, but I represent everything Miami. You understand? That goes from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Miami Heat. Like I said before, back in the day, we had an arena team called the Miami Hooters. And guess what? I was wearing a Hooters shirt, believe it or not. So it is, and they were sponsored by the restaurant Hooters. So imagine Coach Hayes sitting up in a Hooters shirt. We balling out here. All right. So anything that deal with Miami, I'm for it, man. But I'm a big fan of football itself and just good ball. All right. Let me see here. Let me see here what we got here. He said, laugh out loud to the Miami Hooters. Hey, I ain't lying. Google it, man. We had an arena team called the Miami Hooters, man. And if y'all didn't know, Hooters was started here in Florida. I want to say Clearwater, Florida. The first Hooters was started here. So that's a little known history fact, something that you probably could or can't use, man. All right. So with all that being said, hey, we're going to get the WRE Live started. We're going to get our very first one. We got a commitment from one of the top defensive ends in the country. He's out of Virginia Beach. He goes to Ocean Lake High School. His name is Naquan Brown. He'll be on next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. He's a top defensive end. I think he's ranked number 7th in the nation for the class of 2021. So he made his commitment to come on here. And this is how the format and the structure of WRE Live is going to work. It's very simple. WRE Live is we get on here, talk to them briefly, just about their recruiting process, who they are, everything like that. And then we're going to jump on their film, and I'm going to WRE these cats while they on here with me. So if they balling, I'm going to let them know. If it's shaky, baby, I'm going to let them know that too. So it is what it is, man. So that's basically how that goes, man. We're going to just talk to them, and I want the fans to get a chance to know. And again, if you got a favorite team, that's great. But please, man, come on here and support these young guys, because at the end of the day, we got to support these young men in their journey. Everybody can't go to your favorite team, and I understand it's a rivalry, but at the end of the day, these kids out here, giving they all, doing the best that they can, especially in the times of the COVID-19, trying to train and get prepared for this upcoming season. Hopefully we'll have one, fingers crossed, that we have one. I think we'll have one definitely, because things are starting to open up back here, especially in Florida and in Orlando. Let's see here. Is it okay to share the live chat to my Facebook channel? Yes, sir. Do not. The Wise Man DT. Okay. Yes, sir. Please share it. Listen, man, spread the love. Share it. Hey, get your cousin, mom, auntie, uncle, get everybody to come on here and subscribe, man. We already at 1,000 right now. So at 1,000, we're trying to get to 2,000 here by the end of the month. I know I'm pushing it, but we're going to make it happen. All right. Let me see here what we got. Look at it. I'm telling you, these Buckeyes, but y'all nuts, man. Hey, Coach, my Buckeyes just a commitment from Denzel Burt from Saguaro High School in Arizona, class of 2021. That's great, man. Hey, I don't know much about him. Like I said, I try to stay off of it because I do want my reactions to be genuine and sincere. But I'll definitely go check him out. I don't even know what Mineral Tim 79 talking about. I have no idea, man. Let me see if I can scroll through some of these. Look here, one time from a former player right here. Hey, this is T-Roy from the old Go right here, man. Troy Golden. Listen, I'm gonna just give him a shout out, right? He goes out to Colorado State. Man, this dude right here was exciting, man, as a defensive end. Played defensive end for me, man. He's up there at Colorado State balling right now. And man, I appreciate you, Troy, man, for checking us out. But listen, man, that dude was special. And I still think about some of the plays he made, some of the sacks he made, man. And I appreciate you, man. I really do, man, for watching, man. His mom is number one. She was part of our booster club, and she was A1, man. And so tell everybody I said hello, and stay safe, and I wish you guys the best. All right. So also, like I said, let me get back to kind of the format of what I was saying. So when we get the live on here, we're going to talk about that. We're going to walk them through the plays, and I'm also want to see what their mindset is when it goes to what they're thinking, pre-snap. If we got a running back and he got a loaded box and he got the inside zone play, I want to know what he's thinking, because I want to know, how he's playing the game, because this game is more than just run, catch, tackle, and throw. You have to be able to process this game, especially when you get to college at the next level. It's not just about being the baddest man on the field, because especially when you talk about playing some of these larger schools, everybody was the baddest man on their team. Everybody was the baddest man on their field. So guess what? You kind of evens out the playing field. So what's going to elevate you to the next level? All right, the cognitive part of the game. All right, so knowing how to think about it and all that. Yeah, Mr. My Momo, y'all killing me. Like I said, he said we need honest evaluations, which is true. I'll check out those guys, and we'll definitely see, man, what's going on. Mineral Tim, I'm gonna put you out there. Mineral Tim 79 says, "Are you a betting man, coach?" Hey, I ain't gonna do it live, man. Just know this: I'm from the crib, man. That's all I'm gonna say. So it is what it is, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, I'm from the crib. If you don't know what the crib is, Google that thing, man. We'll tell you what it's all about. All right, we'll let you know what the crib is all about. Okay. So again, man, like I said, I just want to kind of run through this. Also, like I say, check out any technical difficulties. My first time doing it. So for everybody that's on here, I really appreciate it. If you got questions, I'm definitely here to answer any questions about any of the talent that you got going on, any of the things that we got going on, as well as I do break down the different days for the WREs. Mondays, we do what we call Monster Mondays, and that's just simply for my big guys, the offensive linemen, big defensive linemen. All right, those big guys, man. Tuesday is 22 Tuesdays, where I look at all of the talent from the class of 2022, which those are 10th graders, which actually most of them are probably 11th graders right now. Graduation is going on. So a lot of these guys have graduated and technically have become juniors. So we'll make that flip and that transition in our terminology and start calling them juniors. And the guys that are now juniors, we'll start calling those guys seniors. All right, Wednesday is wide out Wednesdays, where I look at wide receivers, tight ends, guys who's catching the ball. Thursday is Thumper Thursday. That's where I'm looking at guys that's just laying the wood out there. They ain't here to play with it. They are forced to be reckoned with. So that's what I'm looking at right now. And that can be anybody. We typically look at maybe defensive ends, linebackers, some safeties. But I just did one last week on, I think it was this guy named Tristan Lee. He hasn't committed anywhere, but he out there he playing offensive tackle, and he killing these dudes. So please make sure you jump on there, check it out, and see what it is on Thumper Thursdays. And then Friday is Freak Friday. All right, Freak Friday mean that freak athlete, not the other kind of freak. I know some of y'all out here, y'all been quarantined too long, and y'all been going crazy. So, like I say, Freak Friday is for that freak athlete. And I'm sorry, I looked at it one of the comments. I'm gonna put it up here on D Harmon right quick. But anyway, Freak Friday is about freak athletes, guys that just pop off the film. You know what I mean? They the best play on the film. I mean, they just, it's bar none. You know what I mean? So it's just they just on top of their game. All right. And then again, we already got Subscriber Saturday, and Sunday is just a day of rest, man. So you can catch up and hang out with friends and family and do everything that you got to do. All right, let me see here. Somebody said something about one of my old stomping ground. D. Harmon says, "I know Miami High School football well. I feel like you might have coached at Northwestern or Norland. Just a guess, laugh out loud." Well, you have right. You got it 50% right. I did coach at Norland. We got a state championship in 2002 at Norland. And let me see here. That was back. Oh, man, that team was loaded, bro. We had Dwayne Bowe, who went to the league. He played for the Kansas City Chiefs. We had Antoine Barnes, who played for the Ravens on that team. I'm trying to think who else was on that team. He went on there. He left prior to, but Kareem Brown, He played for the New England Patriots and the Jets. That was prior to. Man, we were loaded on that team. Alexander Bostic, he was on that team. They went to FIU and played real big and everything like that. And so I've been lucky to have some good guys, especially coming out of New Orleans. Had a chance to coach Duke Johnson, in ninth grade, and we ended up leaving and going to another school, Miami Jackson. But Antonio Brown, I know, I ain't gonna get into what he's doing off the field, man. I just wish him the best. But Antonio was he was a great athlete, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was top notch, man, and nothing shook that dude when it came to playing on the field, man. So, and then to get the other part right on D Harmon is I went to Miami Jackson after New Orleans and coached over there for a while. And we had guys that came out of there. Had a guy named Robinson Cadillac Therese who ended up going to Auburn and played for the Falcons for a little bit, played for the Saints. I'm not sure if he's still in the league. I'm not sure. We had Quentin Winky Flowers, who played quarterback over there at USF, actually turned that program around. I believe he broke some records when it came to USF. And I think he got Willie Taggart off the hot seat. If you personally ask me, he got Willie Taggart off the hot seat. And that dude was something special, man. And so we had a lot of guys. Torrick Williams. Now, I can't leave out Torrick, man. That's my boy right there. He played at FIU and went on over to play for the Chargers for a couple years. And so I've been blessed, man, to be around a lot of talent, be around a lot of guys, and there's plenty more. Trust me, we won't get into that. Guys that I've coached that went on to play into big schools and big time football as well. So I was at Miami Jackson and Miami Northwestern, as well as went over to Flanagan. Had a chance to coach at Flanagan with Coach Bush. That's my boy, man. He's director of recruiting right now at Ole Miss. He was at Michigan as well. And if you know that name, Devin Bush, his son played at Michigan, man, was a big-time player. Probably broke all type of record, played for Pittsburgh Steelers right now. That's my boy, man. Big shout-out to Devin Bush, man. Wish him nothing but the best on his journey on the coaching trail. And I know you're going to get them boys up there to Ole Miss, man, in Oxford, Mississippi. I believe that's what Oxford. Hope I said that right. But if I didn't, man, somebody put it in the comment section. But anyway, like I said, man, we're going to went over to Flanagan, and we actually lost the game on a holding call, man. That sucks. We lost the game on a holding call that brought the game back. We would have ended up playing Apopka High School in the state championship. And the quarterback at that time was Ryan Stanley, who just broke a lot of records over at FAMU. And I believe he just graduated as well. And then I came up here to Orlando, man, and coached at coached at Olympia High School, man, for 3 years and had a bunch of talent. I just named one of them, which was Troy Golden, man, T. Roy from the old Go. I give a shout out to all my guys, man. We end up putting 30 kids in college over 3 years. We had Jeff James. He went on the University of Miami. We had a kid, Shane Hooks, that went on to Ohio to play football there as well. Big Joe Milton, who's in the quarterback run right now at Michigan right now. He's going head-to-head against Dylan McCaffrey. So, I mean, I've just been blessed, man, to be around a lot of guys and a lot of talent. But that's not what this is all about. I just wanted to put it out there, kind of my background, too, because a lot of guys didn't know. I know they're like, who is this dude on here talking about these players and how you know what he's talking about? Well, I've been in this game for 20 years, so I've been doing it for a long time and been blessed to be around a lot of good coaches and a lot of good talent. So, man, I'm not going to be on here long and knock this out. I plan on doing 30 minutes, and that's right there about where I am. And, man, I appreciate everybody coming on the channel. Like I said, we average about 23 people so far, and I appreciate it. I really do. For you guys, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place because I'm trying to be a one-man show. But I appreciate it, man, you guys. And for everybody that came out and watched, please make sure you subscribe right now to the channel so you will get a chance to see the WRE live next week at 8 o'clock. Naquan Brown, all right? He doesn't have a commitment yet, but he got a lot of schools out there after him, man. A lot of schools are after him right now. He's a hot boy, okay? As well as you can follow me on Facebook, okay? So you can follow me on my Facebook as well. Let me go on and put my stuff out here now so I can get on up out of here. So Instagram is Coach Hayes Football, all right? You follow me on Instagram at Coach Hayes Football. My Twitter is Coach Hayes FB. somebody stole the football part. Oh, no, maybe it was too long. That's why I couldn't use it. So it had to be Coach Hayes FB, as well as my Facebook is Coach Hayes Football. So you can follow me on there as well, so you can see it live and everything as well. So like I said, man, I appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys for coming out, taking a few moments out your day to watch me and get to know me a little bit. And we're going to kick this thing off, man. We're going to grow this thing astronomical, man. And I can't do it without you guys. So I appreciate it and much love. And see you guys later, man.